All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, late night video here. Okay, should be almost. It's like almost midnight, November 1st. I think it is midnight. Thank you for your time. Be sure to subscribe, like, share. Okay, I need to get my subs up to 1,000. Get my likes up as well. All right, so you can keep pushing these videos to the public for uh, for knowledge edification. And thank you for your time. All right. So this is a news flash here, and it's kind of shocking, but it's not really shocking. Okay. I think in a way you can kind of see this coming. Okay. Although maybe many years ago, if you're around P Diddy's age, but I'm about to talk about, maybe you didn't see it coming, but there's eventually end to everything. And as I said before, in the Young Thug case and Jay Prince, that the feds are coming to collect. Okay. And biblically speaking, for you guys that are inclined, there was going to be a time where everybody was going to get raised up and judged. Okay. As we come to perilous times. And I think through the internet and through social media, with all the witnesses, okay, all the different evidence that they got, tapes, forensics. I mean, this is a way that, I guess what you do to dark turns to light. It says all that stuff in the Revelations. All right, so you can find this on actually, let's see here, Law and Crime Network with Matthew Cox. I got the chance to look at that interview, or actually listen to the audio part of it. Lionel B show. I listened to him from time to time. I was able to listen to part of the interview, and also Ticket TV. Okay. So just came down probably about 7 hours ago. I was talking about an informant that was in Diddy's camp. His name was Courtney Burgess. Okay. That he was a producer, made beats and, music and stuff like that for Bad Boys. Okay. That came out and said that he had tapes. He had 8, I thought it was 8 videos, but turned out to be 8 thumb drives. Okay. And I know a thumb drive is at least 2 gigabytes, at least, of videos. Okay. That when he did the interview, he said, look, you know what? The FBI is going to get him. Can come get him if they want. Well, guess what? The FBI, like I say, earlier today, they came and they had seized those tapes, or those thumb drives from Courtney Burgess. All right. From reports, they came to his house or his home, seized the videos, and had an emergency hearing, a grand jury hearing, to attest that he's under sworn oath that he had saw P Diddy performing, lewd acts. Okay. But what the FBI was looking for was, any criminal activity. That being said, what they were concerned about is, the R word during those videos, and then with minors. Okay. And he had not only that the tapes confirmed it. Okay. And I told you about the New York Post and so forth, and the FBI may have had copies and leaked them. But it didn't matter regardless. Okay. Because there's people that's got those tapes. They're out in the public now, some of them. But the information is out. The guy attested during an emergency grand jury hearing. He also attested that book that Kim Porter was able to get out on Amazon, that they pulled it off the shelf. he confirmed that all the stuff that she was talking about is true. Because what happened was they put it on the shelf, and it was felt that a lot of stuff that she was saying, or the author that wrote the book, a lot of stuff was cap. Where they say cap is not true is a lie. Well, it's confirmed otherwise. Okay, so originally when it was on, about a month and a half ago, it was taken off after about a week, but it's going to be revised and then put back on the shelves. All right, and that's probably going to sell for a high dollar too for that book. Okay, that all the stuff that they were talking about is true, and they got the tapes that'll back it up. And I guess, through a lot of these settlements and so forth, do you have a lot of pertinent information there too as well, okay, through these settlements, okay, that anytime stuff is settled, then it goes to show there's some type of truth to it. And the FBI is going to take all this information now, I'm telling you, and they're going to have a superseding indictment during P Diddy's, or Sean Combs, okay, government name, his bond hearing November 4th. All right. You can go find the information for yourself. Okay. So that's what's going on right now. And I can tell you, I think after all this, I doubt if they're going to give P Diddy bail. Okay. And I think all of this stems down to the FBI is determined to keep him in jail, to keep him off the street. And so is his mother and his children. Okay, they're going to come right behind him, and also people that were involved in those tapes. Furthermore, okay, if you're able to listen to the interview, okay, and the tapes will confirm it, that there was naming a whole bunch of high-profile names. Okay, people like Jennifer Lopez, Mary J. Blige. Okay, a few others. All right, but on the tapes, it was confirmed that P Diddy, all right, had inappropriate relationships with Usher, Justin Bieber, Jaden Smith, that's Will Smith's son, and also the singer Danny Boy. Okay, if you guys are old enough to remember him, all right, I think he's sung a few songs with Tupac. He was more of like an R&B singer. He got a really nice voice too. Okay. Now, when I said Mary J. Blige, okay, that she had relations with Danny Boy when he was a minor. All those guys were minors at the time. So these tapes probably date back to the early to middle 90s, around that time. Okay. So that ain't a good look, y'all. Okay. And that's just a snippet. Okay, because a lot of names are going to be going down if the FBI finds any criminal activity, okay, i.e., like I say, the R words and, minors and so forth, all right? And I made a few videos, and you could look at all the different testimonies, numerous ones, okay, dozens of them, about minors that were, violated during these parties and all that, okay? All over the internet. So all this can't be made up. All this cannot be capped, all right? I told you also, furthermore, there's well over 100 lawsuits, okay, with minors, and grown-ups, okay, men and women that were, essayed or the R-worded, okay, through a guy, Tony Busby. More accurately, probably a little over 120, okay, with over 3,000 complaints. But they just can't take all the complaints, unfortunately. Okay. I think a couple of things in closing. Okay, and I don't want to make this into a gender thing, but just like they're hemming up these men. When I say Mary J. Blige, okay, I think there's a lot of women, okay, Jennifer Lopez, if they find her doing something illegal, they need to also be held accountable as well, okay? But a lot of people are going to be, just like the men, the females can too, all right? Or let's say if they're lying in court, like Megan Thee Stallion, that's going to be another video I'm probably going to do tomorrow. Okay, lying on Tory Lanez, although I do think that there was a lot of things Tory Lanez did to lead up to that. Okay, that point. Okay, had lied about being shot, or I think they lied about having a sex relationship. All right. I think that she was lying about also her being shot as well. Okay, because you didn't see any type of evidence of that. Okay. I mean, it's one of the things that when you're under court, you're under a sworn oath, and could be charged for perjury. And I think that they need start seeing more of that. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how these things are going to turn out. It's like, what next? All right, so that's what's going to go on. I told you, they gave you the information, and the FBI is going to take it and run with it. Okay. Also, another thing with Kevin Hart was being manipulated, and he was D-worded, okay, from drinks and so forth, and all that stuff is going to get caught on tape. It get to where that even his so-called boys, he even do his own, people that is in his entourage just did them wrong. And I think this is something that between the way that he treated, his entourage and the people that, that were in his group or whatever, okay, the people that tried out, okay, the way he shorted and I told you, violated, it's just something that's just going to turn around and bite him in the backside, really, in the end of the day, that it's going to be very hard to find somebody that could say something good about him. So let me know what you think about the video here. There's going to be more content about this matter, okay, and other topics, particularly this one. Okay, you know what to do. Cash App $Winston Spivey if you want to donate. Peace.